Okay, the next report that we're going to take a look at is called the Activity Summary Report. You should know by now how to go from admin over to reports to pull up the reporting screen. And you'll see that the activity summary includes a school criteria or the ability to get past all the schools or to get data for all the schools. And you also have a date range. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand this out. We're just going to cover, we'll cover July of last year, July 1st of last year all the way up to today, and we're going to just kind of see what our coverage of techniques has been. Now, if you set up activities, categories and activities in the system, and you track each of those activities and categories as they are used in classes, then what you should be able to do is you should be able to run this report and see kind of how much coverage your activities are getting as far as your classes. Let me go ahead and pull up the report so I can show you and explain what this report shows. At the top, of course, you have all of your header information, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to break out the various class types. So let's leave Dojo Visit behind because that's kind of a special case, but we'll say normal class. Now all of our techniques we have are listed in Japanese. So say for example in the category of katatori arts, which are lapel grabs, we have Ikkyo, Kato Toshi, Nikyo, Sumio Toshi, and Ryosai. What this shows me is that for this category and this technique, during the time period mentioned, we have that recorded twice. We've done this technique twice. We want to see the last time we did it was on 1/22/2013, and that was 49 days ago. Again, we start getting into some katatori sumiotoshi. We did practice that within the time frame, but it's been closer to 222 days since that was practiced. So you can kind of scan down and see which activities and categories you may not have covered recently. As we scan down, we'll see Dojo Visit. We have some normal class, which is usually the bulk of it, and then once you kind of scan through this list and you see what techniques you've done and how long it's been, then it will also take a look at the list of categories and activities and find the stuff that you haven't done within the time frame mentioned. So what we can see is that almost all of our katas, well actually all of our katas, we have not done any of those katas in the past 6 months. And so that tells me as an instructor saying that these katas have not been practiced anywhere in any class in the past 6 months, 7 months, 8 months actually. So that says, hey, we need to work these in. So I can go to my instructors and say, why are you not teaching katas? Of course, this is a sample database, so we really are teaching katas, but according to this, if this were actual data from my school, then I would see that. I can see that we're not doing kata te hijitori much, that we're not working on multiple attackers, that we're not working on optionals very much. So this gives me the ability to go in and say, hey, why aren't we covering these things? These are part of our repertoire of techniques. And so what this is just more of a static list. Now, if you remember, we'll close this out. If you'll remember, we did have the activity analysis screen over here under class management, which gave us the ability to see the same type of information just in more of a dynamic form. So this is the dynamic page. The report is actually going to be the static page. So as we come over here and we see the activity summary, I won't select the dates again, but there's your report. All right.